section really caught me by surprise. Oh my word. That is one way to mess with runners. The race meant to start at 9 a.m. It's now 9:40 and we're going to get an update in 5 minutes. So hopefully not too much longer. Obviously messes with fueling and stuff like that. Saves me from having to do a lot of cool down. I'm already on almost 10 Ks before the start of the half marathon.
All your training has been leading up to this.
Another week, another race. Let's go. Here's a look from another angle. So my home Winchester half marathon has started. I've never done this race. I found myself in 4th position at this early stage. Here's a quick peep at my current Strava predictions. It's such a beautiful town, such a beautiful morning for running. Just check this out. Already quite a few boom shakalakas. Let's go and have a little bit of fun today. I'm taking it quite easy in the beginning, but just look at this course profile. It is a beast of a course. 267 meters of climbing with 2 really big pulls, the first of which is right at the beginning. And if you forgot to do warm-up, then you do not need to worry on this course, because I promise you, after 1 kilometer, you will be very warm. But as we know, what comes up must go down, so we must manage this course as best as possible today. This half marathon race is 11 weeks out from Valencia Marathon, where I would really love to PB and break my marathon PB of 2:19:45. It is also just a week out from the Vitality London 10K that I want to absolutely target. So it's crucial today to not get carried away and put myself in the red from too early on, or I most certainly will feel the effects 7 days later. So this week was all about a really solid training week for me. By the end of this race, I would have finished on over 100 miles for the week. My options today was to do a solo quality longer run session or enter this half marathon, and I did the better option. Life's too short, so why not? And here we are giving it a good go. So heading into this half marathon, I thought a time of 74 or 73 minutes would be quite a good result, with a pickup in the last 5Ks. Ideally, my mentality going into this was to run the first 16 Ks at around 95% of marathon pace, but as you can see, we're involved in a bit of a duel for the podium, so that might have to change a little bit. I wish I wasn't this competitive, but hey, I guess we all have a competitive side to us. So the focus has changed. We'd like to finish as high up on the podium as possible without pushing too hard from too soon. The weather has turned slightly. There's definitely cooler air, which I am so happy about. Today is 12 degrees. As you can see, it's such a beautiful morning, and I'm really looking forward to the next 20 kilometers. I've had my classic pre-race breakfast, toasted bagels with peanut butter and honey on top. And the way I intend on fueling today is taking 3 beta fuel gels, which is 40 grams of carbs each. 1 at the start, 1 7Ks in, and 1 14Ks in. Apart from that, I had a beta fuel drink mix all the way up until the start of the race, which had 80 grams of carbs. So I've got a big carb intake for this half marathon. Fuel hard, train hard. That's how we roll. My last gel is going to be a caffeine gel for that extra kick. And why I'd save it for my last one is because it can sometimes give you a tummy issue. So it's slightly higher risk, but it does give you that extra kick. Oh, finally, that first kilometer has come in 3:37 with an elevation gain of 27 meters. And throughout the course of this video, I'll put in the elevation gain or loss so it puts things into perspective for you. As you can see, I'm not quite closing the gap on 3rd place because I feel like I don't want to surge too much too soon. I'm just finding my own rhythm and busy grinding it out here. Remember, the optimal fuel intake is 120 grams of carbs per hour. So I know that sounds like a lot, but you need to be able to teach your body, teach your gut to be able to handle that much to get the most out of these races. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect, and go on and increase that tolerance. So with just more than a kilometer in, Tom is in first place, and I think he might just challenge that course record today. The current course record is 71:59. Then we've got Brandon in second place, hot on his tails. Then Callum Lorimer currently in third, and I am in fourth place, just off the podium. Each race tells a different story. Let's control the effort, give a little bit more gas towards the end, and see how this plays out. Into the hilly country roads we go. Through the second kilometer in 3:53 with an elevation gain of plus 50 meters, it feels like someone stuck a garden fork into my quads. Still in fourth place, and Tom in the front has pulled ahead quite significantly, so first place is looking like a rather long shot, but podium could still be very realistic.
Thank you.
So we're jostling for positions as we grind our way up this hill. It is not easy, I promise you. And at this early stage, you think a half marathon is very, very far. But here we go, actually, from third into second. But I know this is just temporary, and it's most likely going to change a lot during this race. Through the third kilometer in 3:40, absolutely exhausted, but we're at the top of the hill and bring on the downs. Wow, I may just have to incorporate these roads into my morning running route. Fourth kilometer in 3:27, currently in third place. I thought we were at the top of the hill, but now we officially are. The next few Ks have got to be faster. Bit of a gap appearing here once again, so as you can see, it probably suggests we're not as comfortable at the moment, or some of us are better at uphills, some of us are better at downs, so constantly jostling for position. Quick peep over there to soak up the country views, but then it's back to business and pounding the pavements. Shoes of choice today, the yellow Wolverines, one of my older pairs of trusty Pro 4s. Quick shout out and thanks to the sponsors of this video. I have found something better than AG1, and that's their latest upgrade. And on that note, I'd like to thank them for being the sponsors of today's video. AG1 has come up with a new formula which comes with more magnesium, new gut bacteria, and so much more. It's been clinically proven to improve key nutrients within the first 3 months of taking it. I'm a creature of habits, and by getting my AG1 drink in the mornings, it really sets me up well for the day ahead. But what works for one person might not necessarily work for another. So give it a shot and see if you can feel the difference. I most certainly can. I'm recording this nice and early in my day so I can smash my daily AG1 drink with you. Subscribe now and get 5 travel packs as well as vitamin D3, a K2 bottle. You'll also receive a welcoming gift for free upon your first subscription. Let's go. One of the most beautiful things about doing your home half marathon is that it's so easy for your family to come support.
Yay!
Through the 6th kilometer in a much speedier 3:09 with a big drop off of elevation, but we found ourselves in 4th place and losing ground quite quickly. Second place ahead of us is pulling away, so it's time to make a bit of a move. I'm surging ahead. Let's see if Lorimer next to me follows. Always nice to get past that first third of a half marathon, and through the 8th kilometer we go in 3:11, sitting in 3rd place. 9th kilometer up 3:12, and we have regained 2nd place. All these competitive juices are flowing, but don't be fooled. Lorimer and Brandon are hot on my tails at the moment. Tom, however, in front, he's just disappeared into the distance. I think that course record is in his reach. Tenth kilometer in 3:26, and Lorimer is back and looking strong, knocking us into 3rd place. Twelfth kilometer in 3:26, and my heart rate has now gone above 170.
You want?
I've got to keep my little buddy here fueled if we're going to have an epic duel towards the end. And is he going to regret not having the sip of water? Let's see. He's still so young at just 21 years old. I mean, at that age, I wasn't even running. So, yeah, clearly he's got a lot of talent. And one day I'm backing him to be a lot quicker than me. This next section really caught me by surprise.
Oh my word.
What is going on? I did not expect that. Downstairs, under tunnels, and that 14th kilometer was painful in 3:51. Even the cyclist with us had to take off his cleats to run under this tunnel. Into the last third of the race we go, and we're clinging onto the podium now. Whenever I try and take the lead, Lorimer, he's not having it. He surges ahead, and I'm actually okay with that. Through the 15th kilometer we go in 3:15. All the big hills are done, and hopefully we can stick to our plan, find some rhythm, and pick it up in the last few kilometers of this race. I also did not expect this gravel grassy area over here, but I do have a few cross-country races starting as soon as next month, so I may as well get used to it. Some really nice support back in town, and back to the roads that we know. It's almost time to kick on. Through the 16th kilometer we go in 3:16. Ooh, a little gap opened up, and we've taken the gap. It is time to pick it up just a little bit with just under 3Ks to go. Lorimer's looked so strong, and I'm expecting to either stick with me or not fall too far ahead, but just watch his heart rate gradually rise as we aim to close strong here. We're back on the Itchen Trail. This is part of my morning run route, my happy place, my comfort zone. Let's go. I've done so many sessions here, but it's awesome to finally be doing a race on this road. Through the 18th kilometer we go in 3:19. Oh boy, with 2Ks to go, I am breathing heavy. And quick, massive shout out to the marshals. They were there from early. Remember, the race got delayed by an hour and 15 minutes, so it was a super long day for them. You guys are legends. Thank you. I can hear Lorimer's footsteps behind me getting further and further away. Tom in front of us, there's absolutely no sight of him, so let's see if we can hang in here in second place and finish in around 72 minutes or so. Just 1K to go, and through the 20th kilometer we go in 3:18, which is a special one for me. A year ago, on this day pretty much, Berlin Marathon, I managed to break sub 2:20 and my pace was 3:18, so that's an awesome special number for me. Just under 1K to go. I know my little girls are going to be supporting me around the corner, and back through the heart of Winchester town we go.
Shot forward.
Here's first place Tom, and massive shout out to him for absolutely obliterating the course record and finishing in just over 70 minutes.
Let's go, Nick! Woo! Number 2, go, Daddy!
Go, Nick! Yes, Nick! Yes! Go, Nick! Yes!
Awesome, guys. Wow, what a race. Probably as tough as I thought it would be. Meant to be a training run, but I got a little bit carried away. The competitive edge got hold of me. So yeah, awesome to finish second. Nice strong finish. Big week, 100 miles in the week. So yeah, awesome way to finish it. Check what sign I just found. This time of year, you go good and I went sub to 20, so yeah, it's a special day. Boom, shakalaka. Let's go.
There we are, gents. Your Winchester half marathon champions. Here we go. Here comes the party.
Woo!